Já, hann skjalið komið.
Yes. Yes, as I was saying, Alexander, Ragnar was saying that you have been contacting the university and schools.
Yeah, I've been visiting schools, majorly universities.
Yes.
Even as we speak, I'm on my way because one of the team that I worked with, it's called PAC, informed the rest about it. So I'm on my way to Nakuru as we speak right now. I'll be meeting the Egerton University students today.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, okay, are you on your way to Nakuru?
Yes, I'm on my way to Nakuru as we speak.
Yeah. Will you stop there?
Yeah, we'll stop in Nakuru.
You have to contact Faith and Alvin.
Yeah, I will look for both of them.
Oh. Tell them what's been happening. They have been something like Alvin. He don't have a phone at the moment. I've been chatting with him. He problem to connect.
I will check and see what's going on. I will inform you.
I see this, Raggi. Ég sé þetta.
Já.
En þú getur tekið þetta út.
Já.
Ekki ágætt að setja á hérna meðan við erum að tala saman að hafa sko fundargerðin jafnvel, hún má alveg vera uppi, eða ekki?
Jú,
Af því að við getum alveg talað saman án þess.
Yeah, okay. Since we are waiting for some more to take part, we can, and we are recording this so people can see it later. We can go over the fundagerð.
The notes from last meeting, yes.
No, the notes from last meeting.
Yes, because that can be our sharing this can then be shared on a video later.
Hvar? Já, hérna þetta. And maybe you, Julius, go through it.
Yes.
Or we,
smaller can be a little bit smaller. The text. Yes. And yes, now it's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, so I can start reading. We have here the notes from last work meeting of our project. This project of building, as we say there, regarding the process of building small scale, on the ground, Humanist Forum in Kenya and Zambia. Here are the notes of the last work meeting of that project. So now we have the notes from this meeting, and participants were Obala from Kisumu, Kenya, Alexander from Nairobi in Kenya. Susan, where is she from?
Eldoret.
Eldoret, yeah. And Ragnar and Julius from Iceland. So you can bring us further down. Okay, so just about the way we have organized this meeting, as you said in that meeting, we are following some universal, if you like, principles of organization that can be applied to any endeavor that we are planning. because those are logical questions to ask us why we are doing this thing. Why am I going to the supermarket? And where is the supermarket? And when am I going there? And what I'm going to buy? And also it could be like planning to climb a mountain, you know. Okay, then why should I bother to climb the mountain? And where is this mountain? And I would have, and when do you have the capacity in time to go there? And what do I need to do, and what will happen? All those things. So now we can go over this sequence, but this time is about if we are doing those small scale local human forums, why are we doing it? Why are we doing them? And then we have here the result, the conclusions of the discussions.
Obala is here. Hi, Obala.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm good.
Hello.
Good. We are just going over the program from last meeting.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we are also doing it from the point of view that since this is recorded, then it can be used both for those who take part, like us, in the meeting, and also for those who might not be able to join the meeting and so on. Okay, so we keep on. So why are we doing this? And in the last organizing meeting, then this was the conclusion. Those who were in the meeting, those are the ideas of why. To spread information, I think Obala came with that, yeah? And then to start first with small local forums to synthesize people with the idea, escalating later to bigger forums, reaching wider. I think this is from you, Alice, and your contribution. To spread humanist values, Susan from El Dorado had it, and generally to promote human rights and such issues. So this is starting this brainstorming of why are we ready, and why do we even long for doing this? Where will we hold the forum? That's the next question. In Kenya, a result of the discussion was that you start two parallel local forums, one in Kisumu and one in Nairobi. On the other hand, those forums could work in synergy, since some of the humanist organizers have contacts in both places that could contribute to both processes. This was very interesting discussion, and like Alexander and Obala, how do you see this? Can you comment further on this point? You are muted, Alexander.
I think what I'd say is we've always been doing campaign programs on different issues. So to me, there's no problem.
Yeah. No, I think in fact this point explains itself pretty well. So the next point is, when do we aim to the forums be held? Then comes a conclusion from Kisumu to hold it in May or June. I think it was because, Obala, that you have another very important process or a conference to organize, isn't it so? Before you do this one. About non-violence, if I remember well.
Non-violence to life, football.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. It is about the football and the empowering of the young, and the theme of what is the theme? The non-violence.
For life.
Yeah, non-violence for life. That's very beautiful. Very beautiful. It's a very, very interesting, also subject in the Humanist Forum in May and June, because this is touching upon the very essence of the humanism as it is presented by the humanist movement, those things of non-violence and non-discrimination. So that's very interesting. So the next one, can you?
Okay,
Yes.
in Nairobi in April before.
In Nairobi in April, before the university is closed, with respect to the upcoming and with respect to the upcoming elections. So can you tell us, Alexander, you have already started the process of with the universities? Have you a date, or have you, can you tell us something about that?
Yes, I've already started. Actually, it was 2 days ago. I had a meeting with a representative of around 12 to 14 universities. I had a meeting with them where each university is producing one person to come on board for the plan of the first Humanist Forum.
Okay.
So after that, they shared with other guys from other universities.
Yeah.
That's why currently, as I speak, there's a meeting that is taking place today in the evening at around 7. So I'm on my way to Nakuru as we speak, so that I can reach out to them, speak to them about the Humanist Forum, so that they can see where they're going to participate. The other team also are having a WhatsApp group meeting tonight to deliberate on the forum what to do and what to take place. Nakuru is where I was born, so I also have a good number of people who can come in and participate and maybe do something also. So Nairobi is taking shape. I'm so happy that it's taking shape. So it's, yeah, maybe more reports I can give as we continue with the meeting.
Yes, it's
Okay.
very. This is excellent. And how did they? Did you mention this like heading or the title of the forum? What unites us towards a better society for all. Did you voice that to them?
Yes, I did, and okay. What we actually need is a concept paper. I think the last meeting you had to prepare something,
Yes.
so that we can give to the Ministry of Education and drop in each and every university one letter. They have no problem, but want something from us, a written documentation, so that we know what the students are participating in.
Absolutely. And we were talking with Ragnar that we see this meeting as, we had some flesh to the skeleton in the last meeting, but now we are, going over it again to have a richer context, and then very much following this meeting today, we will send to you and to the others a general deliberation of the humanist themes supporting this title,
I think Julius.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
there's really need of getting a concept and the background information about the humanist movement.
Yeah. We will
And
do
that
that.
one
Yeah,
of guiding.
Yes. So that is our plan to go over it again here, because there's 1 week since we had this meeting to go over these elements. And then also in the rest of this meeting, we will go over, have another document that is, giving indication of those humanist, this humanist direction, and we will share it with you, But I agree with you, Obala. It's very important to have those two things, the title and also the content of the humanist values and ideas. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay, we
here-
will let's just go over this. Let's
Briefly.
continue, finish this, and then we focus on more issues.
Okay, great. So here, whom like-minded organizations and individuals do we expect to invite to take part in the forum? And can you put it
Can you see it?
Yes. And then Alexander responded immediately about what he has been telling us here, that he will introduce us to the universities, and also for you mentioned, Alexander, this project you are now launching with the universities, but you also indicated that later on you would have some more general invitation from other organizations. Am I right?
Yes, you're right. I'm already doing that, but majorly all of them want a concept paper,
Yes,
something typed, written, so that I can drop to all these offices, because the students, I met them, but I know the rule in Kenya for you to even with other NGOs, for them to participate fully and come on board fully, you need to write a concept paper to them. So if the concept paper comes earlier, and we are able to see how we're going to drop in each and every institution and every NGO, every maybe supermarket and other places that can help us participate. Because where the supermarkets come in and other NGOs, because an event has a budget, it means that if we have to have a budget and we want their support, we need to give them the concept paper early, so they can tell us what going to give, to chip in and participate, so that we can have a successful humanist forum.
Yes.
But,
Very true.
But yeah, very good. We have to work on this. It's important. But like the universities, will the forum be in one university, or each university, or one in Nairobi, one in Nakuru? How do you see that?
We shall have one in Nairobi, where it shall bring several number of universities and colleges. The same with Nakuru, we shall have one first, just an introductory one, where we shall have a parade and then have a social hall meeting where people shall participate. We shall have information forwarded, we shall have skits, we shall have plays, we shall have talks to commemorate that particular forum. We have a program that is coming out today for the forum.
Okay. Very good.
That sounds very good. And how will you go about inviting prospective participants to the forum? What do we need for that? And we can just go briefly over that. That is very general. Well, it's possible, of course, if you think it is useful, to use this video from Dakar, because that is a visual image that can give an idea. How do you see, Alexander and Obala, how do you see this video from Dakar? You remember how it was? There were people in the common room dancing and sharing, and then there were theme discussion groups about various issues like feminist issues, like environment, and so the form was there also. Did you like that video?
Yeah, it was great. We can use a video too.
Yeah.
But video might be a problem for many to access. Maybe if we are producing maybe something on a CD or something and dropping for them to see.
Yeah.
But we are creating WhatsApp group. Those that will be on our WhatsApp group, we shall be able to, because what you're doing here, we are picking one per university. Then each and every one of them will be allowed to start what we call a club, a humanist club in the institution.
Okay.
And it means the club will have members, so they can be able to share that with their club members. Once we have a copy, they can be able to share it with their members. But now majorly for the administration, for the government too, for the other NGOs, it's important for us to have a written concept paper.
Yes.
They can go through. We
Yes.
can explain, because you have to drop it in each and every office as you explain to them.
Yes.
So it's important we can have both, because both of them are important.
Yeah, I agree, because even the basic one should maybe be first to explain generally, and then in the cases where you see that the video helps, you can add it.
Yeah, it sounds good. Alex, can you make a list of these things you have been mentioning? Like you need one general, one about the forum, one about the invitation. Make a list of the documents you would like to have. Not now.
Okay, I'll do that. Do you want it right now?
No, are you driving or?
No, I'm not driving. I'm using a public vehicle.
Okay, you can do it. Yeah, if you can make
Driving
a
a lot
short.
more expensive because of fuel.
Yeah, if you can make a short list and put it to the chat about the documents you feel are needed for this.
Okay.
Okay, so
we continue, Julius.
yeah, can you put the text a little bit?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, here we talk about the title that should be understandable for all, and then yes, and then the concept that we have already talked about, that we will share it with you following this meeting. That is not quite ready. That's we wanted to have it in the most full or adapted form to have this meeting before.
Yeah, now we are making more clear what we really need.
Yes,
Very good. Yeah.
Yes. We are making a better list of the as Ragnar said, of to what do you want to need it, and that is clarifying very much now. So then regarding the general invitations that on the day, then we had this idea of that when this invitation is behind us, then on the day we can have things like the parade with music and even flags and colorful clothing to attract people from the street on the day to join the forum. Then Alexander, you called it, you have used it before, you called it mobilization tool mechanism. But this is rather a detail for later. We will have leaflets and invitation information, but the parade will be like a cream on a cake. And then the content of the forum, we can scroll upwards. Fine. Yeah, then we see, we start to see a little bit how will be the content. That generally we would have opening talks by different various organizations about the theme of the forum. Then we have their points of view in the beginning. Then in the forum, there will be definitely participants that are occupied in different areas of social work. And then we have these spaces for the discussions. So that will be one part following this first part of opening talks.
Hi, Tracy.
Tracy is there.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Good to see you. We are just going over the program last meeting, but we are recording this so you can see it. Nice to have you. We continue, Yuli.
Yes, and then according to what people want, then in the commonplace, that can be creative activities like of games and dances, music, because we want to have the spirit very colorful and very light. And then as we are looking at, we are thinking of one-day forums. So somewhere in the middle of the day, then we see a common meal, and as you saw in the video from Dakar, that there were voluntary people were, cutting the vegetables and preparing the meals, and then it's shared by all. Alexander was going to work on ideas to make the forums unique and colorful before next work meeting. So that will be. Have you already some ideas of this aspect of the forum, Alexander?
Yes, I'm here.
How do you see, like in the forum for the universities? Can you have some in the forum you will have for the universities? Will you have some, games or music or things that will get a lively feeling and to make it colorful?
Yes, we shall have all that. We shall have a workshop session, an interactive section where we shall have games, some physical, some mental, at least to mingle and bring the team together, bring the people together, to unite them as one family.
Yes. Okay. Do you have in Africa games like like dances that are where you're sharing messages, or how do you see that part?
Yeah, we have them actually. We have several games. We have the chair game. We have the turn the bottle game. We have several games that we can use to participate, to bring the people together,
Yeah.
or to do called team building.
Yes, that's actually, we know the chair game. We have used it in the humanist movement a lot. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is, of course, I'm not talking about something you do in the preparation meetings, but on the day when everything is, it's like part of the image building of the eventual event, of course.
Okay.
So, yeah, so here is some very practical thing, of course. Who will take responsibility for preparing and putting in practice the forum preparation team? This is clear that this is, first we have a dream, we have an idea, but then to put it in practice would be very good to have that we have some people that are committed to prepare it. That aspect, Alexander, do you have like close activist friends that you are working with in your work?
Yes, I do have. Because that's why I said each university provided one person.
Yeah.
So that is our contact person. That is our humanist contact person that will be championing or spearheading the rest of the people in the university that they come from.
Okay, so from those you meet in the like today, they will you are forming a team of organizers that will take the idea further.
Yes, those are the people. But actually, like the last time, the team that is helping in Nairobi, I've met them like this is the second. We've met thrice since the last time, where I introduced a few of them. Then the few now decided to select each and every person to come on board, where they came on board.
Yes.
And then later now we have that is the team that is helping in building up the humanist forum.
Yes, and that's very, very interesting because like in this process of developing the forums, these local forums, that these notes and this document that we are now going over again, this could not have been presented except that we were a few of us, at least, that made it together. That is the way we need to do the things. If it is not to be only remaining an idea. Yeah. Okay. So here, so by the end of last meeting, we decided to have this meeting today. Maybe we could have a little bit of discussion here right now about, let's say we finish this meeting, after we go over the second, the last part of the meeting, the more bigger image of the World Forum. And so how do you see, and how do you, the others, Alexander, Tracy, and Obala, what should be the rhythm of our preparatory work? These work meetings, are they useful, and should we have it every week or decide each time or what do you think?
You realize that we are at the planning time. So I believe on weekly basis be good.
Okay.
But what is better, Sundays or Thursdays?
For me, Thursdays are good because sometimes Sundays have a lot of meetings and meetings.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Over the weekend is very tricky.
Yeah. So Thursday is better.
Yeah, Thursday is better.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you? Can you see this? Okay, Alex was putting in the chat the video of soft copy, concept paper, introductory letter, invitation letter. Do you see this? Julius?
Yes, I see it. Yeah.
Okay, I put it in there. But I'm asking, okay, Alex, when you say the video on soft copy, are you meaning the video from Ghana or Senegal?
Yeah, we can have one of the videos, if possible, produced. If there's a university that wants to see what we do, we'll leave a copy there. So at least they can watch because they have the entertainment.
Yes.
They can watch and see what we do.
But if you add us into the WhatsApp group you're having, we could maybe launch the video there so they can see it.
Yeah, I can also do that. There's no problem.
No, but then you're saying concept paper, and Opala, you're also talking about we need a paper, something about the background of the humanist movement.
Yes.
Okay, Julius, what document do you think is good for this? Is it the Humanist Declaration or something, some letter we can, that is the basic?
Yes, well, what I think we need, well, this is something, because we are in the making of the creative phase in all of this. So it is good, this as a minimum. I read it from what you're saying, Opala and Alexander, that you need some letter that you can send to other organizations or those you are going to do the forums with. And in that letter should be known who are we, where are we coming from, on what basis of information, what is our message,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about the humanist movement in a broader scale. So I think you would need to have some, like something that can be placed on A4 page paper for the first general idea, or what? They will not read many pages, What do you think?
Oh, sorry, I muted you.
Was I muted all the time?
No, I muted Alex and Antonio. Now,
Okay.
Opala.
Yeah, and if you can allow them to speak, so they can answer, yeah. Opala and Alexander, when you talk about the concept paper or invitation letter or whatever, this should be something about who we are and what is our message, but in like a synthetic one-page document or what? Yeah.
Alex fell out. Okay, it is like Anthony, you are asking some background of the humanist movement, because when you are asking people if they want to take part in a forum with the humanist movement, then people ask, what is that? Then you need something to explain what it is. Also, Alex is saying he is forming a group of humanist movement in each university. They need some declaration or something that they can, what document, something like, do we have bara humanista ávarpið eða einhvað grunnrit sem þetta bara.
Já, það getur verið þá bara, það getur verið sko attachment. We can have one written paper or a message that can be put about the synthetic idea, what is the humanist movement, what is the ideas and ideals of this humanist movement, our mission, and then we can have attachment where, like the humanist document, that is a beautiful, very, very nice document that can be shared with our friends, you know. It is like in this humanist document is put very, very well the ideology of universal humanism, this humanism that we are, Siloist humanism that we are working with. So that could be very interesting. Humanist document is, we can have a pretty synthetic general version in a letter, and then we can have a attached document which should be the humanist document. I see that as a very, very nice.
Oh, okay. And
how does this sound to you, Obala?
It's okay. That's what we want. Just as a brief thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Now, because this was needed. Therefore, we didn't. We were not ready until we have this more clear. So thank you for this, and we can even go on now to it's very relevant in this context for now all of us to see why are we doing this as a worldwide humanist movement. It's like a chat, or we can have a new document on the screen, please.
Wait, I want to ask Tracy one question. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, now you're getting the picture of how we are planning to have a small on the ground forum, maybe one day or something, and Obala and Alex are interested to have one. What about you? Do you think you want to have a forum in Nairobi on your own, or to cooperate with Alex or any?
I don't have a problem working with Bala, working with Alex, starting on my own. But what I was thinking is like, if we start as a group, like if people see us, like I am there, Anthony is there, Alex is there, we're working together, they will know that this is a group that already has people. It's not something that is beginning.
No.
Instead of just doing one person, and also it can help us come up with great ideas on how to run it, how to make people participate, because you'll not be just doing it alone, you'll be doing it as a team. So also they will see how we are doing things and how cooperated we are, and maybe they'll want to join us. You know, sometimes you can be alone and there are some questions they can ask you and maybe you don't know, but if you are a team, maybe one person can answer the question, the other one can handle the challenge. the other one can do the games. So there is that power if we work together.
Okay, sounds very good, Tracy, and it is very much like I like to see it. It is, let's say, if either either Opala would like to start, or it seems Alex is in April with the first forum. If then Opala and you and even Susan can come and help doing it, you know.
Yeah.
And then they will get
Yeah.
experience and see how it is. Then maybe next time you do it in Kisumu, then you go and you help Opala with it and do it all together. And even Susan come from Eldoret, then you can do it next time in Eldoret, and then again maybe in Nairobi. You know, I think this is a very good plan to do it all together, but focus on one location at a time.
Yeah. It
I
will
agree,
bring
Tracy.
an impact. Yeah. If they
Tracy.
agree, that is.
Yeah. If
Tracy.
yes.
Yes.
I agree with Tracy.
Yeah, okay. This is great because
It's
so we have two processes under. One is Alexander, which has a very clear image of a really a forum with several universities and schools, and he aims for this in April, and he is going strongly for it, and that, but I'm confident that something good will come from that, you know. Then we have another process like this Kisumu forum that Obala is planning. That is something that will be held in
June.
Kisumu in May or June, and then in what order we take things, then something might happen in those 3-4 months, so that at that time even there will be forum, a broader forum with various organizations in Nairobi, where Alex is, and so on, and in Kisumu, where Obala is, you know. So because the processes now are clear for Alex with universities and Obala, and then there is a question mark with Nairobi, whether you people in Nairobi will have something also.
Oh, yeah. And then in also in Seneca, in where Miniver is.
Yes, where Miniver is. I can tell you the news from Zambia that I hadn't heard from her for some time, but for sure they are not with us because of the condition of the internet. Because just this morning she said thank you, and she was very happy about the report from the meeting, the notes, and she said that she will be in the meeting with us, and she has invited a lot of people from organizations even to join us in this meeting. So, and also Foster, she has come to this meeting from Zambia, and they usually Miniver always here, but if not, it's the internet. So, but things are going there very well.
Yeah, it sounds very good. But should we now? Time is running.
Yeah.
Should we
So
look at this other document?
Yes, summing up with this document. Yes.
Ragata, is it this one? Oh, yeah.
You haven't. Yes. Here it is. So can you put it like you put the last one?
It is, you can put it like this.
Það eru skuggar á þessu og...
Já, ég bara, þetta ekki nothæft?
Jú, allt í lagi, allt í lagi. Okay, so here we will simply read together a more broader scale or broader chart of this where we are going. We are going towards something. So what we are identifying the elements. We start by the mission. What is this mission of the humanist movement? The mission is the adaptation of universalist humanism. That is the universal title, of which the humanist document encompasses the ideas in more detail. And then our mission is to form a permanent platform towards a universal human nation, and that has always been the aim of the humanist movement, to have a world that is without borders and with free access to travel, and a very diverse idea with respect for all different cultures, and also this universal human nation will be also have this element of non-violence and no discrimination. And as Silo said one time when he was asked, what if you had one sentence to explain the humanist movement, then he said, well, I think then I would say that what the humanist movement is about is to treat others in the way that you want others to treat yourself. And in fact, it is the golden rule that is very found in very many, in various working in many cultures, in the Christianity and even in schools of thoughts and cultures very much older than Christianity. So this is like this, this is the mission, this is the content, the very content. Then the guiding material, and there we are starting by the humanist document that we mentioned before. In general, because it can be read, in these various chapters, and with a special reference to chapter 6, the Humanist Action Front. And I will simply read it slowly. This chapter says, Humanist Action Front, with the intention of becoming a broad-based social movement. The vital force of humanism is organizing action fronts in the workplace, neighborhoods, unions, and among social action, political environment, and cultural organization. Such collective action makes it possible for varied progressive forces, groups, and individuals to have greater presence and influence without losing their own identities or special characteristics. The objective of this movement is to promote a union of forces, increasingly to able to influence broad strata of the population, orienting the current social transformation. So that is a guiding material in our mission. And the second guiding material, and we can share it, I don't remember if you have got it already, that is the document of the first humanist forum initiated by Silo in Moscow, 1993. And this is the very first forum at all that the humanist movement held. People from Iceland went through this forum, and we will simply send you this document for that you can read by yourselves. We can send it to the WhatsApp group. Yeah, that is the best thing. Or how it is? Do we have the? Should you send it by email or how could we do this? We can send it to the WhatsApp group, and we could also send it to email. Should we use emails in our communication? That's one question.
Okay, if we send you a document, you will have a problem to open it on your phone, isn't it?
But if it is a link, then I think they can do it. If we can send it as a link, because there is the organism, one of the organisms of the humanist movement, the World Center for Human Studies, has already started a campaign, worldwide campaign, and I can send to the WhatsApp group a link to this document, because this document also opens for everyone, any human being, to endorse it, to mark that I agree with this, or even collaborate with it. If anyone who wants to spread this document can do this, and can by pressing a button to get into contact with those who are effectively doing that. So anyway,
Yeah, Obala?
Yes, Obala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying?
You can send it through your email.
Email, and then you can
Email,
print it out.
Please put your email, Antonio Obala. So I will take care of sending you this document.
Sawa.
Can you put your email in the chat?
Sawa. Þið hann að fara að gera það.
Yeah. And also others in the meeting, you can put your emails if you want to have this information to the email. It's good to have emails between us, the most, committed organizers. Yes, that's very good.
Okay, Tracy.
Tracy?
Yeah, for these documents, because you can then print it out, maybe just one sheet to use it, show people, and then you can, we can also send it as a text in your in your WhatsApp, so you can forward it directly.
If we have a link right now, if it is a link, then it fits beautifully to cell phones, because you can send it to Facebook message, and just clicking the link, the document open.
I'm just talking about the options. If you have it as a text, you want to send it to someone.
Yes.
Then you send the text directly to someone. So you have it in a different formats.
Yes,
but we will have to find this out. Maybe someone. Yeah. Okay. But
we will solve this.
Yeah. And we have to when we start this action, we have to go over the materials, what materials we are making, in what format we want to have it, and all that.
Yes.
But
that involves a lot of exchange on the way,
Yeah. But let's continue with this.
Yes. And then we have here the history of the humanist movement, humanist movement relationship with Africa. Then point one, the Humanist International 1989, and the successive invitation from President Kenneth Kaunda in Zambia to Silo and his team to visit him in his presidential palace. The reason for Kaunda's invitation was to discuss the projects of Kaunda's political party, the United Nations National Independence Party, to join the Humanist International. And I can share with you a very, very interesting thing in this respect, because this is a beautiful story. That we had this huge gathering in Florence, Italy, with founding the Humanist International.
Humanist International Party.
International parties.
Oh.
And then from Iceland, for instance, we flew to England, and there was we had structures there, and there was a big bus going with only Icelanders, 50, 60 people. But anyway, there was thousands coming together, and Kaunda sent his ambassador to this meeting. And the ambassador had this invitation with him for Silo and Antonio Carvalho, because he was the administrative function of Silo at that time. And they went to meet the president. So we also have, and that I will share with you, in a book that Silo wrote called The Day of the Winged Lion. There is one chapter that is very poetic, very, very beautiful book, but I will share with you also in the forwarding after this meeting, a story, one chapter, a story that calls Kaunda. And then Silo talks about everything from they landed and went into the Scar to meet the Kaunda, and he tells the whole story of what happens. I do not dwell on this more here. Okay, so this is a very much an opening relationship between the humanist movement and Africa. And then it happened in the next one, the campaign of building the humanist movement in Africa, coordinated by humanist movement organism, Convergence of Cultures, lasting from the 90s of last century until the year 2008. And this was simply, at this moment, it was decided by Silo that he recommended that from all Europe, people will start to go to Africa. And in that process, I went in 1999 with a group of people to South Africa to begin with, and to start to build the humanist movement in Soweto. It's a very historic place where Nelson Mandela and Desmond Tutu lived there, was born there and lived there. So I was involved in starting the humanist movement there. And later on, I went to Zambia to work with Miniver. Then I met with Miniver, and you know about this process. You even have seen a video with talking from Icelandic television, where I was telling about this project 2004 or something. But anyway, this is part of the history, because this very much started from Italy and from most of the European countries, and similar processes were started in the various African countries. There was between 30 and 40 African countries that started the process. And we know about, like Marco is still going to Senegal and Dakar. So it is in the south of Africa, in the east of Africa, and the west. So this was initiated in these years, from this change of the century and until the year 2008, as a formal for all the movement. And then last point is here, the current process of the World African Humanist Forum. That at this moment, well, for many reasons, of course, because the humanist movement is and will develop its project in all the continents. And
There is, Ule, there's one thing missing there.
pardon,
There is one thing missing there.
what is that? Yes?
It is activity in Kenya from 2004 to
Yes.
2018 or something.
Yes, yes, yes. But
Okay.
yes, yeah, I know, no, yes, many. But what we are looking at now is a document within this point, the current process of the world, no, with the campaign of building the humanist movement in Africa, inside that is, of course, Kenya.
And more
You know,
things.
so I ask you not to be offended.
No, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
more, I know.
Yes, but I got a little bit lost, in nostalgia. Nostalgia.
This is good.
So anyway, coming now we have like the mission and the relation with Africa. That's the 2 points. And then this next is has the heading, the prospect build-up of connections with like-minded organizations and social currents. And this is relevant to the last point of this process of the World African Humanist Forum. And here we try to, we cannot talk about all the organizations, but also we will in the future, it's interesting to involve those various organizations like unions of farmers, and that is in India, as we know, in the World Forum India. Then it's a huge participation of unions farmers. Then Ghanaian association that have already joined and integrated in the Asian Forum. And then it's a very African point, Umuntu Ngubundu Nabantu, non-profit organizations. And there is one, I Googled one, Umuntu Nabantu Foundation. And in the when we keep on, we move like we talked about that we want to have a small local forums escalating to a wider reach. And in the wider reach, we will want to concentrate on finding those organizations and connecting to them and integrating them in our process in Africa. So here we have another one, Transparency International in Africa. That's very, very interesting organization against corruption. And we in Iceland, we link especially to this organization in the respect that in Iceland, we have a big corruption within the fishing industries. So Icelandic fishing company that has, went out into the world and amongst that, they have had a colony, ideology of using the fishing resources of Africa, and both outside of Morocco and also now in Namibia. And they have been bribing ministers and all kind of dirty work to get access to the fisheries. But always benefits go to the rich people, and the rich people in Namibia but the people that work there, they got nothing, and they are poor, and it's a very, very much of a scandal thing. So there are many stories there. And then going to organizations or processes, then we refer here to the constitutional processes towards people written constitutions in Africa. And this is an extremely interesting thing because like the humanist movement, and it is very well explained in the humanist document, we are against this representative democracy, which is a big lie. It is not it's not a democracy. We choose some few people to decide everything for us every 4 years. But in fact, what we are doing every 4 years, we are handing out to those individuals to decide everything about our lives for 4 years. And this is not a democracy. On the other hand, in the big economic crash 2008 in Iceland, when everything crashed, the banks went, all of them bankrupt, the people lost their homes, and people stood in the Parliament Square, and they had nothing. And they started to shout and protest, and one of the things they said, we want a new constitution. We want never to again to have those banks that rob us. We don't want to have this constitution that allows it. So we want to write our own constitution. And in the process, this happened, and the majority, the more than 2/3 of the nation in a referendum accepted the proposal of a new constitution. This has been opposed by the political class, you know. So even 9 years later, this was in 2012, we still have not had it legalized in the government. Same thing happened in Chile, as you might know. That there was a great protest in 2019. A whole nation went to the streets and opposed to the neoliberal order that had prevailed there since 1973. And the outcome was that it was accepted by the, to have elections and to elect a commission to write a new people's written constitution. So there are two processes in the world where the masses of people, the general public, have written or are in the process of writing their own constitution. Because before, the constitution came from the kings, came from the powers, but not from the people. So, like, involving this in the future African forum is very interesting. And I Googled processes of people written processes in Africa. There is never such thing, but not yet as anywhere else in the world. But since 1990, and this came from Uganda. There was a book that explained how since 1990 to the day now in Africa, there have been 30 processes of starting such people-written constitutions. One of them in Uganda, but it has
in
not
30 countries.
30 countries processes of writing new constitutions have started in Africa. And I can also share in the WhatsApp group or for you to see that there is a very interesting preface of this book that is telling about this experience in Uganda. And the same story always happens. Happened in Iceland, surely is bound to be happen in their process in Chile to write the constitution. People start, and there are national referendums, and the nation people is supporting. But then the politicians, they start to demolish the process, and they do not want the people to start to meddle in with the order, with the government of the nation. So I'm of course saying a lot, but I think it is interesting. So
it is very interesting, Julius, and
yes,
but you have to shorten a little bit your talk, because we have to finish this in some minutes. Can we
in
continue?
time. How long time?
Come on, it is 1.5 hour meeting so far. We are not finished.
How long have we taken?
1.5 hour.
Okay, so we are actually, then you come to things that we know very well, that we are, still talking about diverse NGOs, non-profit like-minded groups of organization moving towards a better society for all, without violence and discrimination. And the action plan, we do not so much, I will share this, then we talk about, we are now in that story placed. The first stage is doing on the ground local regional forests within the various African countries. First stage is scheduled to take place more or less within the first part of 2022. Second stage, trial or rehearsal, African Humanist Forum on Zoom with the participation of 10 to 20 or more African countries. This forum would involve diverse workshops of working areas according to various social themes, as well as specialists and renowned individuals as guest speakers. An example of such continental forum could be European Forum in Madrid 2018. And there are some more information there. So we are aiming for such Pan-African Humanist Forum, but doing it on Zoom. And you can read better about the details. And the third stage is like the world stage, a World Humanist Forum held on the internet, presumably sometime in the year 2023, with the participants of all the planet's continents. And I want to end this, if I'm allowed, can I say a few words?
Of course.
Yeah. I want to end it with a very, very interesting proposal by Silo regarding organizational tactics. And he says we must be able to apply different visions. We must do in the process of the universal human nation. We must be able to take the vision of the farmer. Have the vision of the farmer. That means to know very well of cultivating cultivating the ground and producing food and doing things and seeing how we can do good things on the earth in the contact with the earth. Then we should be able to apply the vision of the air pilot, that can fly over the whole country and he can see things from above and then how it is needed to link the different areas and so on. And the program must function with this pilot view. Then there's the third view, because we need to be competent to look at the whole world, the interests and the needs of the whole world as astronauts, you know, and to be able to take into account the whole world. And we have very good example of those last vision in the experience of last decade or last years. One is COVID. Suddenly we have a problem that enters into every country, to every home, everywhere. So then comes a concept that we need to solve this. We need to be unified. We must unify in learning how to do the sanitary things and blah, blah, blah. And then we have another example, and that is this when it comes to wars, you know. We have a situation where the whole world is threatened because of the phenomenon of war. And there's talk about nuclear weapons and so on. And then we need to have this vital look. So I always talk too much, I think, but I think that I am finished now.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. It is good. But and since everybody is still here, so no,
Yeah, nobody has. Yeah, okay. So at least they have not fled away. No.
No. But I think we are going through some. It is good to see all kinds of images where we are going. Like Julius is saying, on the ground, a pilot and the astronaut, different point of view. But I tend to be more practical, and I was thinking the galaxy. Hey, Miniver is there. Miniver.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, she was God sent here.
Yeah, no. I see.
We have been missing you terribly.
Yeah, I know. I was a little bit busy communicating with people. There is someone whom I was waiting, but she's on the way coming. One of the NGOs working in Linda with women groups.
Yeah. Can we see your face?
Right. Here I am now.
But you can rest sure that you have a very good video about everything that happened.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit long, 1.5 hours, but you should organize a common meeting with your friends to watch it. Those who are activists, organize like a preparation team.
Okay, I see.
So can you tell us briefly what you have been doing so far? You said that you already have several organizations and can you
Yes.
Yes,
I did try to talk to some of the organization. I don't know if some have already participated or they haven't yet, but one is coming, the one within in Linda working with the savings groups for savings groups from their church. She's on our way coming. She was the one whom I was connecting with because she don't know the place where I'm living. But I don't know others. I don't know if John has joined us. I don't know from Gafiwe. I contacted him very briefly. Yeah. And also there were also some friends, but maybe because of the situation, they will be communicating with us maybe later.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah. And Susan is there.
He's here.
So yes, okay.
Susan, we are almost finishing, but it's good to see you. And we are recording the meeting, so you can. I will put it on WhatsApp, so you can see it later. And maybe yeah, lot of documents we have, but I want to sum up a little bit. We were talking, okay, Alex, you missed out a little bit. I was talking to Tracy about if she want to do a separate forum in Nairobi, or if she want to work with you, for example. And she was pointing out very good things, that it is good that we, if we start with one forum, and you seems to be the first one, Alex, to do in Nairobi and maybe Nakuru. If Tracy and Anthony, Opala, and even Susan, if you can do it as a team and help each other, because then you learn, then you're going back to maybe Kisumu to do one forum there, then you can learn from the experience and take part there as a team and build it up. Even if Susan can come there, she can, then later on you can focus to make a forum in Eldoret, but this is something you have to work on amongst yourself.
One from another.
I'm okay with that. It's awesome. Teamwork is always lovely.
Yeah. And another thing, since Alex, you have started to meet the people and all that, okay, we will plan now to meet after 1 week, focus on Thursdays to work on this on the ground forum. But what documents would you like to have, Alex, and when?
You can put it in the chat, please.
No, you can say it. Alex, what documents?
I'm saying if I have them, I can leave them in Nakuru, because as I meet the teams in Nakuru, rather than me coming back again to deliver the documents again, I can leave them here. Because after here, I'm going to Narok tomorrow.
Yeah,
There is
okay.
Masai Mara and other universities, I can also drop them there. What we were thinking is, with the universities around Nakuru, Narok, Chuka, the surrounding, we can invite them in one venue in Nairobi, so that we can have a nice, colorful event, so that we send them back to their areas to plan for the same, so that we can have several of them.
Okay. But you're in Nakuru tomorrow.
Right now I'm in Nakuru, and I'm in Nakuru tomorrow at around, actually when I was in the meeting, I was on my way to Nakuru.
Yeah.
I'll be leaving Nakuru tomorrow at around noon.
Okay. What about some, Julius, humanistaskjali eða einhver dokument sem hann getur notfært sér og senda honum núna, svo hann geti nota það á morgun?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. In what format is best to have it, Alex?
Pardon?
In what kind of format is best to have it?
Like in the forums that when I'm meeting these people, when I'm doing introduction to them, for us to cut expense, if I have them, for example, this time around, I don't have to come back here again. I'll drop to the administration myself. When I go, for example, back to Narok, as I go back to Nairobi, rather than going back there again, I can, if I have them, I can drop them there again.
But if you have it as a, maybe if you have it in a Word document, you can maybe print out some few, and then also you can just forward it from your phone to those who are interested, or into the group, to cut down the cost. Yeah.
In any case, Alexander, I will send you by email both a written document with the Humanist document and a link to it, you know, this where it is put in, you know, with a link, anyone with a cell phone or a computer can open it and read it.
Okay, Alex, are you there?
It's noted.
Okay, we will send you something, Alex, but we will okay, we will send you something, Alex, that you will can maybe use on in Nakuru, and then we have to just communicate back and forth about the materials we are working on.
Yeah.
We should plan to have a meeting again next Thursday. Thursday, yeah, next Thursday, same time, since it seems to be good time for most of you. And me and Julius will work on this hvað hérna tillaga, like
a synthetic proposal of an invitation letter that is easily printed out, only one A4 page that you can both send as an attachment when you send posts to like through email, and you can also you can use it
and also as a text, and
yeah,
you can also copy paste the text into a message. So just for a start, but then later on we have to, on the way before the forum, we have to work on material. We have to also work on expenses, how we finance things, how we do things. And we had a meeting with Marco once. We videotaped, but he was telling us all about the forum in
in Dakar, Senegal. Dakar is the main town, the capital.
Yeah, and actually, Marco is coming to Iceland, and we will meet him on Monday, isn't it?
Yes. So in the Ragnar, I am proposing the Monday. Can you meet us, me, Marco, in person in Reykjavik?
Yes, I will.
Yes, great. That's beautiful, because then we will have had this meeting on the ground with him in Iceland before we can tell him all about this process of the local forum, because through that, I am interested that he can start a similar process in the area of, like in the West African coast, because he is aiming for instance, on the Grand Forum in Gambia. I think it is in June. So we can move from that meeting to like a pilot's vision of Africa, having in mind, you know, the later on the Pan-African Forum. So anyway, I think we have done well in this meeting, even though it is pretty long.
Yeah, and I will send it to the WhatsApp group, African. Anything else you want to ask or say, guys?
Me, I just want to greet these people. One of the NGOs have invited to join us.
Yes.
She's working with so many groups.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Captain. This is Doreen.
Hi,
Okay.
Doreen.
Hello, Doreen.
Nice to see you.
Yes.
Nice to see you too. Thank you.
Yes. What is the organization? The NGO?
I'm a pastor in the Salvation Army, and I'm running a group where we meet with the widows.
Okay, okay.
There's a
okay.
group of widows, yes, and we have divided into 4 groups. So we
Okay.
share the challenges and how we can come out from those challenges. And also we have started this village banking, where we
Okay.
save a small amount of money, trying to improve into our
Okay.
the lives of these widows, instead of keeping on crying or like you are busy alone, feeling lonely. But that's why we formed this group. I formed this group so that we keep on encouraging the women
Yes.
about Jesus Christ, and that they are not supposed to feel lonely, or like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
someone
yeah.
who is praying for them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Are you situated in Lusaka?
Yes.
So how do you like this idea of a humanist local forum linking organizations in Lusaka? How do you like the idea?
I like it very much. So we can, like, we keep on meeting and encouraging each other.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, there are those who are challenged in their lives, you know.
Yes. Yes. And also in the forum, prospective forum in Lusaka, I see from what you're saying that even you can be involved in 2 discussion groups, like one group dealing with, explaining and sharing about the local bank,
Okay.
village bank,
Yeah.
and another
Yes.
one, the work you are doing, motivating and encouraging women,
Yes. Yes.
You see, this is the way this works. Okay, but it was great to see you.
Sorry.
It was great to see you and hear you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It is my pleasure.
Yeah, okay.
Very good. Anyone else before we finish this meeting?
Alvin is there.
Also,
Alvin, hey.
Hello.
yes. Hello,
Long time no
hello,
see.
guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm
Great.
really happy to see you guys. It's been the longest time possible,
Yeah, very long. How are you?
and I'm not really fine, but I have to say I'm fine because I've seen you guys one more time. I've been sick. I've been having issues here and there, but I'm really happy you guys are still here intact, trying to push the Humanist Forum and all our values and the objective and missions. So it's been very long for sure, and I was promising Ragnar I'll be showing up last week. Last week I was in the hospital clearing up with medicine before they discharged me, but I'm very much okay.
Okay. Do you know?
I'm very happy to see you, Julius.
Alvin, I'm in Nakuru.
Hey,
Hey, yes, I've
Alex,
heard you are in Nakuru, and you're going tomorrow in noon. So hope to see you tomorrow.
It's very interesting.
We should meet actually. In the morning I'm free. We can create time and meet before I leave.
Yeah, we can try and make time, and that will be very important. I try as much as possible to see you tomorrow.
It's a pleasure seeing you, Alvin.
It's a pleasure seeing you, my brother. It's been the longest. I've missed you so much.
I'm around. We'll hook up.
No problem. I'm seeing Tracy Kadada, Susan Abubakar here. I'm seeing Mineva is here. Ragnar himself is
Yeah,
here.
hi, Alvin.
Hi. One happy family. It's been the longest time.
Yeah. Strong family.
Alvin,
Yes, Alex.
check my background. Do you know where I am right now?
Oh yeah. Oh, I know where you are.
KMTC.
KMTC. Oh, mimi niko hapa hivi church, Metro Church.
Oh,
we
for
can meet.
Metro Church.
We can meet tomorrow. Tomorrow I look for you.
Tomorrow.
So,
Okay, thank you.
so everything is happening now. I can feel that our projects are gaining life now. Now it's, it's like things are starting to happen.
And also,
things will happen, of course.
Yeah.
Also, Susan is telling on the chat that she was talking to Opala last week. So
Oh,
they are
yes.
planning
Okay,
to
yeah.
meet in Kisumu.
Okay.
Most probably
okay,
next
good,
week.
very good.
That sounds
Very,
good.
very good.
Yeah.
Mm.
You will let us know about it.
Yeah.
And I can see we are really starting a very good thing. This small scale humanist, regional humanist forum in Africa, in Kenya, in Zambia. And I'm really in for the idea. I've seen it. You're trying to trying to have a human rights culture, to introduce the humanist values. That is going to be something very much amazing if well planned. I'm really happy, and Alexander, I know that he's going to help us a lot on the same. If you are doing it in maybe Kisumu or rather Nairobi, anywhere in the county, we can still do good things.
Yeah, it is. It was like things were not happening, so we decided to make it smaller and start small. And as a team, one place, the next place, and take it from there, because somewhere we have to start.
Yeah, we have to start.
We are in the farmer's look now, moving towards the aeroplane look, pilot look. Yes.
Yes, and flying on the intent of love.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. This was beautiful summing up, Miniver.
Yeah.
Very nice. Tracy, are you still there?
Yeah.
Grace is
From Kenya.
Okay, we will, me and Julius, we will try to work on these documents, and we will meet same time after 1 week, Thursday. For all of you, peace, force, and joy.
Peace, force, and joy.
Peace, force, and joy
and
to
joy.
you too.
And actually, there is a inner work meeting tomorrow, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
Yes.
2 o'clock.
Internal. Yeah, internal.
That
Yeah.
That is.
We wanted to forget
by, that
on
is
Fridays we have
at
internal work.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock Iceland time.
Oh.
6 o'clock Zambia time. No, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock Zambia.
Yes.
5 o'clock Zambia time.
I know
6 o'clock.
we are busy, a lot of meetings, but if we will be there. If anyone is interested, you're all welcome, but it is not the main issue at the moment.
Well, it is in a way, because everything comes from an inside, So
I know.
that is, but it is according to everyone's convenience, obviously.
And time.
And time, yeah. Okay.
So see you guys.
See you. Okay, but just a minute. I'm going to get the copy of the chat. Yeah?
I have it. I will send it to you.
Yes.
You have it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.